when you just do your Kihon curriculum, your Aikido just looks so artificial. It's like robotic, but you don't notice it because you don't know all the other moves that you're supposed to be able to do, okay? So the knife training is going to help bring fluidity to what we're doing and coordination to what we're doing, okay? So we had the guy come in. We're going to start closer so that you get used to different mai, okay? So we start closer, and I'm going to keep that energy going. Cut, keep that energy going. So, boom, cut, keep the energy going. Don't start so far away. I'm not going to tell you again. Okay, let's go. Okay, so he's going, and I want a more dynamic Aiki adhesion. My Aiki adhesions can't just be on this kind of stuff. Okay? So he goes, boom, and get that thing going. Get the fight rotating, then not in this goofy stance. More natural stance. More natural stance. So let's take him out of the technique. Okay, and you're going to come over here, and he's going to push on the technique. You see? I don't change anything. I'm braced. He's going to push on the technique. It doesn't change anything. Okay? Let's say you're like this. You see? Push on the technique. I got a brace angle over here, but if I got him over here, and he goes, I don't have any. So more dynamic. Here, boom, where you can kick, have all your weapons available, boom. Here, the fight is rotating. If you need to, you can use the cut to assist the grip. Oh. I told you not to do that. You can get the first cut, boom, boom. Take it. So first cut here, then back. Small movement. Okay, let's go. So he goes boom, and if I'm tense, the knife gets stuck. So I gotta get rid of my shoulder tension. Shoulder tension is gone. That tension gets in the way of your adhesions too. So it's very relaxed, very relaxed. Okay, let's go. Same thing as you go. The reason that knife training is good is that your subconscious will dominate that hand, just like you'll dominate if you're doing the technique. You're going to dominate this hand as your primary hand, and you're not having this hand still going. You lose the yin hand, in other words, okay? Because your mind is going, I'll do one at a time, but this is not Aikido. So as he's going, this hand keeps going. It's not going to stop till the knife gets there and then goes, okay? So this hand is still going. This hand is still going. Okay, try it again. So just as the knife is fluid in its movement, my transitions are fluid in the movement, so everything is just circles, just inward and outward spiral. So boom, I'm here, boom, hop. Note how I don't lose the knife as I go for the arm. So this stays there, you see? Don't come over here. Stays over there. He's going to try to come in. So I come in and attack the shoulder cross laterally. Oh. Okay, let's go. Boom. I'm controlling here, 2 hands. But then I want this shoulder down so it gets in the way of the knife. So shoulder down, project away. Shoulders down by the elbow. Don't control the elbows that he lands underneath you, because he has a knife. Project away. Boom, boom. Okay, let's try to understand the psychology that you're battling. So when you operate through your ego tripartite, the yang hand appears to be consistent with your threat reaction cycle, right? So that's why you lose the yin hand, okay? Meaning, like, he's pushing on me. It makes sense to my ego to push back on him, okay? So when you feel yourself going, like, you go, this is the yang hand, this makes sense. And so psychologically, technically, you lose the yin hand, it stops, okay? So instead of it keeps going. And the same thing's happening here. Once you come like this, you start to lose the yin hand because you smell your ego ready to wham, and you focus on the yang hand. So instead, as you come around, this hand keeps going. I can start lowering it. I don't lose it. It won't stop or disengage. Both are this subconscious threat cycle. It's got to keep going. Okay? So drill it again. Okay, so we're going, and I'm going to come up to this right here. Boom. See, I don't let his arm bend. This is Ikkyo. Ikkyo. This Ikkyo opens the hand. But we're going to learn it from another position. So here, boom. Okay? You're not going into Kataratama this time. Here, Ikkyo, here. Then hilt, use the hilt. We'll do the disarm this way. Boom. Boom, boom. So you'll feel this energy like he's coming into me, right? Just like the last one, he's coming into me. I'll feel the energy and I'll absorb it this way. Okay, let's go. So remember at the start I said, like, when all you study is your Federation delivered Kihon, if you stay in an environment where that's where everyone does, you look pretty coordinated. But from an athletic point of view, you look stiff. There's weird stances that no other sport ever adopts, like this one. You never see this, right? It's not even biomechanically healthy for the inner knee here. Do you see? Why are you on a tightrope? Are you in a fight or in a circus show? Do you know what I mean? If I was on a tightrope, I'd probably walk like that. So you think you're learning the Kihon, and therefore that you could do it, but you're not, okay? It's just so confined an environment that all the adaptability that would be required to transfer that technique into a live environment, you don't have it. So I'll show you what we're having here. So let's say I'm going to do Ikkyo, right? Ikkyo does not work like with his arm bent. Do you see? I need to know how to keep his arm in such a position that energy can be transferred from his arm to his center. So when I go like this, energy is being leaked through these hinges. Do you see? So I have to have his arm in such a position that it can go into his body as I move his arm. Okay? Most of the time in Kihon, it just happens because the culture, the training culture, the uke, they just do that, right? So here we are now with this technique. And this technique requires that I find a way of having that happen, but from an entirely different position. Because what we're seeing you do now is you're getting like this. Do you see? And there's a lot of energy leakage from here in all these points of articulation, shoulder, elbow, wrist. So as we go, I have to be able to control his body with the EQ, no energy leakage. I have to know how to do that without it always being like the keyhole. And it's a matter of feeling. I move. If I feel he's starting to leak, you see, I'll move. I move to keep that feeling, okay? So we're going, boom, up, I'm moving. Okay, try it again. So let's slow this one down. Okay, so he's going, his energy's coming back to me. Maybe he's trying to stab. He's going 1 and 2. So the same thing, walk home, I go here. This is what I affect. His elbow, get the same angle of cancellation in the last throw by getting this shoulder lower than the other one. Can't stand here because this is not jiu-jitsu, I'm fighting him. So I yield and I get it down. There's my cross-lateral check on the other side of his body. I got my high check on his legs. And this is where I strip. Boom. Keep the knife out. So we'll slow it down just so you get the feeling. Boom, boom, pop. Move, have a good base. It's trapped, pull your arm out. It's trapped. It's not just here and I'm not sliding it down and it escapes out the bottom. It's trapped. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay, try it again. Keep that arm without any energy leaking. Go. Let's have a 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. Okay, so we get another energy as we're coming around this way. Okay. So boom, I'll feel that, and I'm gonna pass it. Okay. So boom, you'll feel it. Pass it. Move. Don't get set in this stuff where you're static. And don't lose the hands. Oh, I still kept the connection. Boom, keep the connection, move around it. Boom. And we're going to keep the knife and the throw because we're testing ourselves on this young attraction. Okay? So boom, boom. I'm going to keep the knife on the throw. I'm going to keep the knife on the throw. Boom, we pass it, boom, boom. Nice and fluid and relaxed. Okay, so where you're going to see the yin hand drop is that your uke is sitting here. Your uke is sitting here, and you go like this. Oh, if you keep the yin hand, the original yin hand going, see he comes in. Can we do that? So I'm keeping the yin hand going. You see how he keeps moving. Okay. Oh, he keeps moving. Boom! Wow. That's where you're going to get your tilt, right? It's just imagine, boom! All that energy is going in there. I get the tilt, and the same thing here. This hand on the knife is now the yin hand. The yin hand keeps moving. It doesn't just stay here, and you go like this. Okay? You punch them into the tilt. You change hands, turn his head, and the yin hand keeps moving. Look, he's going into the tilt more. Yin hand keeps moving into the tilt. But we get this yang and yin hand. Focus on the yin hand. Boom, boom, boom. Keep the adhesion going. in, let's go. Okay, so we're not going to do the technique, but I want you to see what the yin hand is doing. Okay? No, you can do your part. Okay, so I'm going here. This keeps going. See how you want to stop? But I keep you going. Okay? Then you're pushing in, and the same thing. I don't leave you there. You feel go off? Okay? So you push it in, and then I keep that going. You see how you step? So this hand is going, keeps you going, you cut in, this hand keeps you going, and there's this technique. This in essence is like when you do a grab, right? It's all your techniques that you do. You see? But you're grab dependent. You're yang dependent. But we're doing it on the yin hand. So same thing. Boom, she cuts in. Boom, keep it going. There's your technique. We just stick it in the other hand because we can, in the second line aspect, we can keep things going. We can stick other things in. We're not trapped in left-right. We're outside dichotomy, okay? But you're not here. Okay?